All right, continuing our discussion.
The discussion.
On to episode 8.
So, faceless men.
Well, before we start, boss, it's called
No one.
No One. It's episode 8 of Game of Thrones.
Yeah, let's talk about these.
The girl is finally no one.
So,
You're a liar.
Oxnard before, he's saying, oh yeah, what if all of Braavos are faceless men, you know? And everybody
No
has
surprise,
everybody
he's
has
wrong.
Everybody has all these ideas, you know, it could be anybody. You don't know whose face they're wearing. Oh, they're so cool. And then we watch this and it's like, oh, the faceless men are a bunch of fucking chumps. That's what I get out of this.
Okay.
They are fucking pathetic. That's
Now-
what I see. They're just a bunch of fucking idiots. They're not even subtle at killing.
Dude, take it easy.
They
You're calling
run
them out.
through the streets.
Here-
They can wear people's faces, but this is so blatant and dumb. It doesn't make any sense.
I have a question because I was thinking about the faceless men. Just, you know, like what you're talking about.
Awful.
How many are there? We've seen 2 in this House of the Undying, Jockio and the Waif.
Jaqen actually
That's
died, then there was somebody else.
Yeah, and also, remember how Arya met Jockio?
Yes.
How was this
Jaqen, I
guy...
think his name is.
Jaqen? Sorry, Jockio.
Jockio.
I called him Jockio last time.
We're thinking about Rufio.
I
I
think
called
so.
him Jockio too. But
All right, well, anyway, you know who I'm talking about. How did he get captured, first of all?
obviously,
Okay?
because they're a bunch of fucking chumps.
Yeah, and there's no one else in this entire massive temple filled with secret nooks and crannies and massive rooms.
like before.
Where the fuck is everybody?
I know, you can just walk in and go down by the faces, apparently.
Yeah, she just goes right in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The mystery is shot to shit. Just a bunch of idiots.
Where's the fucking mystery?
I don't know.
I don't know why there's not a bunch of homeless people just hanging out in that cavern with all the faces.
Well, they had that one
Drinking
guy.
death water.
Yeah, that one guy who appeared one episode. Remember, he wanted to kill
Yeah,
himself.
but I feel like he was like brought there. I don't know.
Really?
But they're in the upper area, not down in the
That's in like
face
the
area.
main. Yeah, that's like the first. That's like the entry room.
That was
I don't know. It's confusing to me. I don't understand it. Now I was thinking about it. I was like, wait, where the fuck? How many faceless men? You mean faceless guy? And then
Yeah.
And
his
some
little
girl?
assistant, his little
Yes.
girl assistant, and then they're trying to get Arya involved, and it's like, the fuck kind of operation is this?
Maybe it was all a racket.
Mine.
This
is
like
my
one big scheme.
And then she's like, nah, fuck this, I'm out. And then she kills the waif who tried to kill her, his only assistant.
Right.
And then she goes back and puts her bloody face, she carves her face off, Hannibal Lecter style.
Right.
Puts it on the fucking wall, and then he's like, oh, now you're finally knowing. See, you passed. This was like my plan all along, right?
No.
And then she's like, no, fuck that. I'm
Yeah.
Arya Stark. I'm fucking going home.
Yeah.
You're a dick. And
Right.
then he's like, all right.
Yeah. Yeah.
What?
This is what
Now-
this is a
What
theory
is
I
happening?
have.
I don't understand.
I think they made it like this because it's not. This is probably not how it's going to be in the book because this is so fucking stupid. So they must have saved
Okay.
the good story for the book, and they didn't want it to. They didn't,
Well-
no, they didn't. They didn't want to like
one
spoil it
request.
with the show
You
because
think
maybe
George
it's-
Martin is trolling the producers of the show?
Listen,
yeah,
guys,
maybe.
This is what you're gonna do. You're gonna do this. He's like poisoning them. You know what
that
I mean?
was so
and then he's
dumb.
going.
What do you think, Oxnard?
Now I'll write the real good
What do you think?
story.
I'm gonna jerk off on a toilet. Yeah, that's me. That's what I
Like
do.
God intended.
What they could have done, which is what I thought they were going to do, was that they were going to have the waif kill Arya, and then the waif would take off the face, and that was Arya. I thought that was the thing, and that Arya was actually so much more advanced than the audience thought. Almost as though, like,
Surprise!
the whole time you thought Arya...
She's been training the waif.
Yes,
I see.
that's what I thought the big twist was going to be, but they didn't do that. What they did was a bit alarming...
Yes,
But I have hope that things will make sense later on.
But Oxnard, there was nothing cool about all that, and we had. all
It did
these-
remind me of Terminator 2.
Yes.
Oh wow. That
But
was
still,
just a Terminator.
it's
Like the waif was
stupid.
Terminator. She moved robotically, and she was really putting on some evil eye.
yeah, like
right?
evil smirks.
and the
But that's the
smile,
thing. That's the thing, though.
which seemed
The faceless men
assassin-esque.
and T-1000, they're different kind of T-1000 doesn't care who sees him or who he kills or all that shit.
That's true.
The faceless men are they wear people's faces because they're subtle. When Jaqen is at the what is that castle called? Where they...
Casterly Rock?
Harrenhal?
Harrenhal. When they're in Harrenhal, he kills people nobody even
Casterly
knows
Rock.
who kills these people. It's obviously a subtle assassin group.
Yeah.
And
You don't even
she's
see-
running around the fucking
subtlety.
city like a nutcase.
They're knocking down all the fruit.
Yeah.
It kind of destroys the
Mystique.
of
Yeah.
it because you never knew how
Yes.
Jaqen was killing those guys. It's just Arya gave him 5
Yeah.
names.
And you're like, holy shit, how is he even doing
It just shits all over the Mystique.
You want? I will shit
Yeah.
him to death.
And it's like he
I
doesn't
don't-
give a fuck.
Then he just smirks and he's
Yeah.
like,
See ya.
respect. Yeah.
See ya, Arya.
Yeah.
I'll go find another little kid to try to corrupt.
That's what I do. Corrupt kids.
That's how I do it.
That's how the
I
faceless
don't-
men
I don't
do's
know.
it.
Let me go get captured in Westeros again.
Then because when I was like,
Doesn't
wait,
make any
what? I
fucking
was so
sense.
confused, and then I started thinking, wait, where is everybody in this place? And then, wait, how did he even get caught to begin with? Because she frees him. What was he doing there with those other assholes in the fucking paddy wagon?
Who's
I
watching
don't
this
know.
place when he's not there?
Nobody knows. It's a
Nobody.
mystery.
And then he's been there the whole time, and he's
That's
never
right.
gone out to
No
do
one.
anything else.
No one's
He just
watching that
hangs out
place.
in his robes.
That's true.
He's like,
no one is watching that place.
that's true.
Boss is right.
It's true. That's bizarre.
I'm
It's
sorry.
really
My
weird.
back is like itching like crazy because I got some.
He's scratching his ass.
No, I got sunburn in my back and
Ooh, that's the worst.
it's starting to itch now. Like it's
gonna
about to peel.
peel.
Yeah.
Listeners, please tell us what the fuck, man. What do you think of this?
What the
bullshit?
fuck, man? Sir Loros. He must have an answer.
I bet in this whole tirade we've contradicted ourselves at
Maybe.
least 3 times.
Maybe.
Well,
Maybe.
I'm sure the
hopefully-
inventor has an
Actually,
idea as to what.
that's a
occurs.
guarantee.
I don't think there's anything cool that's gonna happen. I think that's
Boss,
fucking
did you
it.
want to play your game?
That's next. After
Okay.
This.
I mean,
Let's
basically,
talk first.
yeah. I mean, what do you want to talk about? What I liked is that the actress took the tip from Arya from last episode.
Took the notes.
Yeah, it was basically like she wouldn't be sad; she would be angry. Cersei would be angry and want like
Yeah.
vengeance against Sansa.
Oh.
And so they put that in. You see
I
the
didn't notice
crowd is completely enveloped in like, oh
Yeah.
my, this
They're
groundbreaking,
spellbound.
spellbinding performance.
I thought it was really cool. Actually, I got sucked in. I really liked it. I don't
Yeah.
know why. It was like, you know, it made me want to watch like Shakespeare in the Park or something. You know what
It made
I
me
mean?
want to watch the Hamlet episode of Mystery Science Theater. A great
Or the
performance.
unabridged Kenneth Branagh Hamlet movie. It's like 5 hours long.
Ooh.
Oh Lord!
Which
Or
is the
Roman
Hamlet-
Polanski.
Which is the Hamlet?
Macbeth.
Yeah, which is the Hamlet with
Mel Gibson.
Mel Gibson.
That's not the Kenneth Branagh one, because
Okay.
Kenneth Branagh plays Hamlet in it.
right.
Yeah, that's I don't know who else is in that, but yeah, there is a version with. Is Glenn Close also in it?
I
She
saw
may
it
play
years
his
ago. I think
mother.
Maybe.
I don't know. I like the Kenneth Branagh one. Anyway,
You like Hamlet, boss?
like Shakespeare at all?
Nah.
No.
Pass.
What's your favorite Shakespeare?
I like Hamlet. Twelfth Night. Oh, and I like. My wife loves Midsummer Night's Dream.
I like Macbeth. That's one
Yeah,
of
I
my
like
favorites.
Macbeth too. I think maybe.
That's
That's what I would
Macbeth is
vote.
also good.
Because we had to read.
As
that
You Like
shit.
It, I hated that one. Remember As You Like It?
Not
don't.
really. I'm not too familiar with that one.
It's like a comedy. It's
Yeah, it's
what I hate is like, oh, okay, this is a comedy,
lighthearted one.
and then you have to realize like people in whatever time period that was, like their form of comedy was like, shoot me in the head. Like,
Yeah.
this
Or
sucks.
people would say, "Oh, comedies," and they're tragedies.
Yeah. Well, they call it a divine comedy, right? That's what.
Like Dante's Inferno.
Yeah.
The Divine Comedy.
We could mention.
Hell.
Let's mention the 2 best scenes in the show. With the first, the Hound goes axe on
my
those
God.
guys.
I was a famous kisser. You want me to show you how to kiss proper? And then what the fuck was that? Was the most random scene.
That was a
I was
weird
like,
scene.
what the fuck is going on? First of all, you barely realize who those people are.
Yeah.
And then they're just.
I
talking-
noticed the bald
Oh,
guy.
he was a famous kisser.
I noticed him.
What? Oh, the bald guy
Yeah.
did, but only after rewatching last week's episode.
Oh, really?
And
No,
then
I
watching
remembered
this
him.
one again.
'Cause I said, man,
Yeah.
that guy's bald. Wouldn't he be really hairy?
The
That's what
only
I was
one I
thinking.
remembered was the yellow cloaked beard guy. But
Who looks like Greyjoy, right? Doesn't Lemon Cloak look a lot like the Greyjoy? Yeah, Euron Greyjoy.
Yeah, with a full beard though. But I was like, what the fuck is going on? Then he's doing this whole demonstration, and then he's like, oh, and then the secret is you stick a finger up their asshole as far as you can.
I
And
thought what
then
was gonna happen
he
is-
smells his finger.
Yeah, I thought they were about. He was gonna like plant one on him, and that was a joke. But no, he
Yeah.
went a step further. He was about to shove a finger up his guy's
He
ass.
planted one in him.
Yeah, so that was
And
interesting.
then the scene becomes amazing because in the out of focus background, you see the Hound storming his way
It
towards
worked
them with an
beautifully
axe.
because I saw him in the
Yes.
background out of focus. Like, who's that?
Yeah.
And then immediately I was like, oh, it's a Hound. Oh, wow, he's amazing. He's killing
Holy
everything.
chops off the guy's head, gets the other guy in the chest, slices the other guy's throat. Then he just fucking he swings the axe up from the ground upwards in between the guy's legs.
Where's his crotch?
And he goes, fuck you. And he's like, that's what you want your last words to be? Fuck you? And then he thinks for a second, he goes, cunt. And the Hound goes, you're shit at dying. And then fucking murders him.
Well, I'm
Do you
sure he's
guys,
seen.
Holy cow.
I'm sure he's seen a lot of people die. Better than that.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you guys have any?
But I mean, but can you imagine how embarrassed that guy felt because he was so bad at
Aw.
dying?
Wish I was better at it.
Do you guys have
I'd
any
be
like?
mortified.
Do you guys have any words to say if you know you're about to die, like in reserve?
No, I'd probably be like,
That's a
fuck.
good That's a cool idea. Maybe I could come up with like a riddle that you
I
have
think
to
we should all
solve.
have that.
Bonk.
No.
Just hit you with an axe.
Roses
And
are
then,
red.
Wait, before you kill me, solve this riddle. You
No.
can sit on it, but you can't take it with you.
I'll bury like treasure somewhere, and I'll leave a riddle. My last words.
Curly's gold.
Boss's
Oh, that's true.
gold.
If you can come up with the last word that kind of hints that you have knowledge of like a secret place where like.
Yeah, but then they'll kill you and live with a mystery.
No, that's when you're dying
No,
already.
but maybe they'll keep you alive so that they have the guy who knows
Well,
where
then
the
what
gold
do you do?
is.
Then what do you do? So let's say I'm
You're still
I'm
alive.
just like a crazy person, right? And then whatever. I'm the Hound. Okay?
No, you're that robot in Futurama who's gonna stab everybody. Yeah.
Hey, Red. Just stand back. I gotta practice my stabbing. And then, so I'm gonna kill you, and then you tell me there's a secret treasure. So I'm like, all right, let's go. Take me there.
I'll say, follow me.
Okay, then what do?
I prolong it as long as possible,
Yeah.
and when I find my opening,
So
I
now
flee.
You
Yes.
flee.
Oxnard
Okay.
house words.
That's true.
We always
or,
flee.
Or,
Ours
you know what
is
you would, I would
fleeing.
do is like,
Ours is our feet hitting the pavement fastly as we go away. Not very memorable, but that's it.
it's a lot of words for
Yay.
those house words. It's usually like a short, concise sentence. See, I would try and think, okay, where's like a place I can take them where I can get the upper hand? You know what I mean? And maybe
Yeah.
get like some kind of weapon.
Yeah.
You know, and
Like
you
the
lure
police
them
station.
there. Yeah.
Oh,
Right
you're
now,
thinking in
listen
terms
here.
of the real world.
I
I'm thinking in
don't
terms
know.
of a fantasy world.
Well, I guess I was thinking in terms of the real world. Because I don't think there,
boss, if
there
we're
are
playing-
no police.
I live in a real world.
In the Westeros world, but I don't understand the uproarious like laughter of sticking the finger in the guy's butt.
Well, what
against
else
his
are you
will.
What else are you laughing about? You know,
guess.
you're on the road, nothing's going on, and so I guess putting your finger in a guy's ass is hilarious.
And
I'd
then
buy it.
Smelling it and saying it smells like pussy.
Sure.
That guy's had real bad pussy. I gotta say,
Pussy smells like a butt.
the poor women that he's forced himself on. Oh my God, they stunk. Oh, anyway, so also is the yellow cloak guy that
You said that
do you want
guy-
to cut to this part where the Hound meets with he meets up with the rest of the Brotherhood. He finds the other three guys and the yellow cloak guy, and Beric and Thoros are there, and they're gonna hang them. And then
Good to see them back.
yeah, oh yeah, that was cool.
I like those
And
guys.
they have this whole hilarious thing where they're like, "Oh fuck the Hound!" The guy's pointing an arrow at him, and the Hound's about to kill the guy with the arrow, and then Beric's like, "All right, you can kill one of them." And then they barter for two, but he has to have him hang. And so anyway, that happens. It's a cool scene. Then you see the Hound pissing. That was weird. That
Well,
was
they
a
got to
weird
throw a
part.
dick in there every once in a while.
Yeah,
pulls-
because they're trying to help the ratio because there's so many
I
boobs, you know?
guess. We've seen twice in this series.
That's how they show it. They
we've
show a
seen
hint of a dick
pissing.
for a split second
Yeah.
to balance
Have we
it
seen
out.
an asshole yet?
No,
Oh,
first
come
we've seen
on.
a horse shitting.
A horse shitting, yeah.
Well, yeah. Oh, next is a guy shitting. We're gonna see that. That's the question.
Well, they did in
Will
the
they
play.
make television history?
They did it in the play when Tywin gets killed in the
Yeah,
play.
but that was fake.
Right. But they did, kind of hint at like, oh yeah, we remember in the books, like he took
Yeah.
a massive dump
Oh,
after
yeah, he
Tyrion
takes a
shot him.
dump. Oh yeah.
So,
But then when you see when you see that guy hanging and he's got the yellow cloak, there's nobody else there. So I was wondering if that was supposed to be Lemon Cloak.
It might have been a nod to it. I don't think Lemon. If they were going to do Lemon Cloak, they would have done him already.
He's not an actual character in the show, right?
No, I don't think they've ever really brought him. Maybe in the background, I don't know. But he's. I guess that's just for fans to look. Oh, is that Lemon Cloak? Oh, now he's hanged. Hey, there's the Hound's wiener.
And the Hound's taking his boots while he's still wriggling.
And also, the Hound took the fastest piss I think I've ever seen. That was like
Yeah,
a
it was a
jet
super
piss.
Yeah.
Like a super.
Well, he's.
I think he was still pissing when he put his dick back in his pants.
He's like a dog. They pee a little and then they save it
yeah.
for another.
Just
spot.
marking the ponds.
This pond is my pond. And then
This pond was made for peeing, so peeing's what I'll do. My name's a Hound, and I'll be
Right.
peeing all over you.
Next awesome scene.
So,
Yes.
well, then they're talking, and he's basically like the Hound seems to be still like searching for something to do. I guess something
Yes.
good and something like not horrible.
They're setting up Clegane
something
Bowl.
for retribution.
They're setting
I
that
don't
up.
think they
And
are.
they want him to.
I don't think so.
To join
They
in,
are,
but-
man.
I don't think so.
Think
'cause-
about it. The
'cause
Hound.
The Hound is not part of the Seven.
The Seven.
Yeah, the Seven. That's who he would.
Yeah,
who
he
would-
is.
he would
Isn't
be
that the whole
champion
point
of.
of that priest?
That's
They were
what
building the
group
church.
was, but now, he didn't really seem like he was, praying all the time.
Yeah, but he was brought.
So
the,
what?
The guy saved him. The guy said, "Hey, I was about to bury you, and you coughed," and so he owes some debt to that guy who saved him from
I
death.
don't know. They're all dead.
Well, he
Yeah, but
kinda
now
did-
he's angered even more. The hate is building.
He was
Now-
already staying alive for
Now
hate.
we
Now
know
he's
there's
even
no
angrier.
trial by combat
Well,
either.
Yeah, that's not the end though. Of that something's gonna.
I
go
don't
down.
what?
think,
I
I
missed
don't
it.
think there's going to be a
That there's
Clegane
no
Bowl.
trial by combat anymore.
Well, Tommen said like there's no more violence allowed. Blah blah. Blah. I think that's a bunch of bullshit.
I think he is going to meet
I think Tommen-
Brienne, though. The
Tommen
Hound.
pretty soon is gonna be. They're gonna kill
Maybe
that kid.
Brienne,
He's gonna
like,
get a real short haircut.
Yeah.
like in the books, maybe Brienne gets captured by the Brotherhood Without Banners and then meets the Hound.
Yeah, they can still do
That's
that.
true.
Because they're
I
both
think-
in the Riverland.
Yeah, I
And
think
it's
he's going to
still-
stay with them for a little while, even though he's like, I tried that, didn't work out. But they're trying to convince him that they're doing just work.
Yeah, and also they could still do it, but Lady Stoneheart, even though in the book Beric Dondarrion is dead and Lady Stoneheart, spoilers, 1, 2, 3, skip a minute.
Yeah, I think
Catelyn
so.
Stark comes back and Lady Stoneheart, she's like in charge,
Yeah.
but it almost seems like maybe there's a fracture in that group. Because why would the Brotherhood completely annihilate that camp
Well, don't. Oh, yeah.
for no reason?
Absolutely.
And so I'm thinking that's not something like Beric or Thoros would tell them to do.
And
It's-
doesn't Lady Stoneheart just they start judging everybody, even people that weren't involved with the Red Wedding?
Oh yeah, anyone who has anything. It's same thing with Cersei
Like,
and the
'cause
map.
I think in a one of the parts of the book it was like they were a fray.
Yeah.
Had nothing to do. There's a million frays. That's the joke.
Yeah.
Like there's so many Walder frays.
He was a drunk. I remember. It was
Yeah,
a chapter.
he had headaches because he got hit in the head
Yes.
and like a tourney, and he had awful headaches all the time, and so he would just drink constantly. to
Boss,
get
I
rid
want
of
you
them.
to. You don't have to read the books, but just read the epilogues and the prologues of
I
the
was
books.
going to read it on a beach when I'm retired. That's my plan.
When I'm retired, so in
I'm
50 years he'll
Jesus
be
Christ.
reading.
When are you gonna retire, boss?
I don't know. Hopefully soon.
Really?
Hopefully soon.
Wow.
Maybe
All
I'll
right,
get
let's
millions
hang
of
around
dollars
boss.
somewhere.
Apparently, boss is rich.
Maybe
I
this is
wish.
his plan. This is boss's retirement plan. Maybe I'll get millions of dollars somewhere.
Might be out there plays the lottery sometimes.
Good
Maybe
plan.
that's where we'll get it
It's a
from.
good plan.
I don't even play the lottery.
Maybe I'll get
That's
millions.
exactly
I don't know where
what
my
the
millions
people
are coming
who run
from.
the lottery want you to think. Anyway.
Man, me and my brother, we've always come up with plans of like starting our own lottery and stuff. Because man,
Your own lottery?
Yeah, it's-
How does that work?
you just fucking sell tickets, and it's like, yeah, whoever wins, you just pocket the money. It's so easy to do.
It is easy.
Fucking illegal bullshit. America ain't free. I can't run my own lottery like the mob.
Actually, the lottery is like a real wreck because I think there was a John Oliver did a whole thing on Last Week Tonight about lotteries. Check it out; it's awesome.
Right.
Yeah. Anyway, so
Off that tangent.
there
Pod.
was what Boss was going to be saying was an amazing scene.
Yes,
You want to go
the-
into
Yes.
that,
With
Boss?
the mountain. Zombie mountain rips the guy's fucking head off.
Well,
Jumping right to his
I
face.
Lysa?
choose violence.
Lancel.
Lancel.
Stupid name.
yeah. So he's
Who
there.
has brown hair now? I feel like he was blonde once.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the eyebrows and the hair. Cersei has brown eyebrows.
Kevin Lannister, the current hand, her uncle, right?
Yeah.
Kevin or something. He's got dark hair as well.
Yeah. So basically, they arrive and there's
No,
like,
I'm sorry. Hold on. I'm just saying that Lancel used to be blonde.
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm saying, well, but he has, like, his father has dark features, so now suddenly he has dark features.
Oh, okay.
That's what I mean. I don't understand. But anyway, go ahead.
You're saying?
No, they just demand that Cersei, hey, the High Sparrow commands that you come here. This is not like a request. This is like you're coming. And she's like, yeah, go ahead, try it. And then the mountain steps up.
Yeah.
I wish they showed it, but basically,
I wish
he
that-
They
rips,
sort of showed it.
he rips a guy's head off
Was
with
there
his bare
spine
hand.
attached?
Yes.
Was there spinal cord attached to the head?
Maybe.
Or was it
Who
blood
knows?
flying? I couldn't tell.
It was a little
lot of
blurry,
blood.
but I mean,
Because
come on.
I imagined that he had the head, and then he's like ripping, and then like the spinal cord comes all like up the back.
I'm pretty sure
and then
he
it was
could just-
attached to the head
Think so?
still.
He could just kill all the Faith Militant, I'm pretty sure.
I thought he was
like
going to
all
kill
100
all
of
them.
them.
yeah.
I thought he was going to kill that entire group.
Yeah, me too. I
When she
was kind of
says-
bummed at that.
Yeah, I was bummed because she goes, "I choose." That was a really cool thing.
Yeah.
The pause, and she says, "I choose violence," and then I really thought he was going to murder the
Yeah.
entire group, and I was sad that he did not.
It's funny because he hasn't even used a weapon yet. He just kills guys with his hands.
And
I know, just shove your head into a brick wall.
another question about this scene, because actually it's about a later scene, but whatever, I'll jump to it. When later on there's another scene with Cersei and Maester Qyburn, and they're in the throne room, and Cersei's like, what the hell's going on? There's a big announcement to be made, she finds out, and she has to sit in the ladies of the
gallery.
court. Yeah, the gallery. And Tommen's making an announcement, and we just referenced it earlier, he's talking about how when his mother's trial and when Loras Tyrell's trial will take place, and also trial by combat is no longer allowed. And then they're like, Cersei and Maester Qyburn are like, oh shit, now what? And then Maester Qyburn's like, oh well, kind of like don't worry, there's like a silver lining. He says, oh, I've looked into this rumor that you mentioned, and there's much more there, a lot more. And
Okay.
I cannot remember what the fuck they're talking about.
Wildfire. That's the rumor.
But wildfire, we
Yeah,
know, is not a rumor that already exists.
it's because it's all under like the whole city that's planted. That's
But
the
she
rumor.
saw him in a scene.
So
and
wait,
talked to him about
And
something.
last time with the wildfire, they made it. They had people make
Yeah.
it.
No, but
It's
I'm saying,
not
well,
about
why,
what was
but
originally
where are you
under the
getting the
city.
wildfire from? Is that you're just guessing that's your theory? You mean?
No, I've seen it online. People
So, boss,
talk
what's the
about that
plan?
shit.
They're going to ignite the entire city?
So wait,
I don't know.
Oh, so I didn't actually miss something?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, because I thought there's a scene a few episodes ago where
I don't
she
know.
goes like Maester Qyburn's talking to the little birds, the children, and he's
Choip,
saying
choip.
like you work for me now, basically, and here's the treats that you'll get. And then she comes and sees him, and they talk about something, and I can't remember what it is. And then I thought that's what they were referencing here. So I thought I couldn't remember a scene. I don't know. You let us know out
I
there.
think basically,
But that would make sense that the whole city is lined with stuff because of the Mad King.
Mm-hmm.
But I just thought that I feel like I'm forgetting something that happened.
I think that scene was just a little wrench to throw into the workings that the fans are like, oh, Clegane Bowl is going to happen. And so it's just to make fans go like, oh man, how are they going to do it? And get people talking. That's why I figure. It's going to happen.
I don't think so.
I think it is. I think they'd be stupid to ignore like what fans
The
want to
Hound
see.
is Azor Ahai. I'm calling it.
There's a reason why the Hound is back. There's a reason why both the
that's
Hounds.
what Thoros says.
There's a reason why the Hound was brought back from the dead, the same as his brother.
Yeah.
There's a lot of animosity between the two. The Hound is ready and waiting to do something big, and the guy told him, yeah.
I think Thoros should give the Hound the same haircut that Thoros has.
Yes.
He's got to shave half of the top of his head and then
Get a
put his
man
hair
bun.
in a little man bun sitting on the top.
Right. All right, so, boss, the other scene with Grey Worm, you want to talk about that?
That scene.
No!
You're an idiot.
It starts out kind of funny.
Should
with
I go
Tyrion.
fuck myself now or later?
It starts out kind of funny with Tyrion talking to Missandei and Grey Worm, but I don't know. When she starts telling that joke, I'm like, oh, this is just bad. And then Grey Worm makes his comment and says that was a joke. I didn't like that. I thought it was like an extra scene that they should have cut. but where they were like, let's kill some time.
What I liked about the scene is that I liked how Grey Worm liked watching Missandei laugh.
Oh, I liked her watching her laugh too. She's hot.
I'll watch her laugh.
No, but I think
okay.
that was a character building thing. Like, so he's kind of warming up to the fact, like, okay, let's be more human.
We're human beings.
Yes, we're
If
human
I had a
beings.
penis, it would be up.
But see, then what happens is he gets comfortable with that. It would be up. He gets comfortable with that, and he's like, "Oh yeah, we're human." And then you hear the bells ringing,
Yes.
and you look and you see the slave masters return to the city, and Missandei says the slave masters return for their property. So now they had that like fleeting moment of humanity, and now they immediately they probably feel worse than they did.
Tyrion was almost getting on their side, and immediately they're like, "We're not
and
listening
now they're
to
just
you
probably
anymore."
angrier at him because it's like, hey, you basically, first of all, we didn't like the decision you made with this ending slavery in like 7 years, not immediately, and then now we're feeling comfortable and like people, not property, and now because of your actions that we didn't like already,
Because you're
now
drinking.
I feel like property again.
You're drinking.
the devil's cups.
We know what that stuff does to you. You're drinking.
Now, what about with the masters?
Are you imitating your girlfriend and
No,
her
no, no. I
family
was imitating
talking to you
when boss
while
was-
you're sitting there drunk.
No.
You're drinking.
No,
we know what it does to you,
2
Oxnard.
weeks ago when boss
You shut up.
when boss was telling you like why you're tired, it's like, yeah, because you're
Oh,
drinking.
yeah, you're drunk. You're drunk.
And then your impersonation was
Fucking prohibitionist over here.
I don't understand the masters. Why are they fireballing the city?
they want
If
the
they want their
slaves.
slaves, why are they killing all their slaves with the fireballs?
rather they be
I don't,
dead.
I don't
Well, there's so many
understand.
people there.
They made a
Yeah.
pact, and now they're just like, fuck them.
Yeah.
I don't
Also, I feel like it was very dangerous to have flaming balls
Yeah,
on your wooden ship.
Yeah, trebuchets.
Yeah.
Which, it looked cool, but
It did, but it seemed impractical and dangerous.
yeah, the practicality of it,
Yeah.
Yeah,
is
you
in
gotta
question.
use ballistas, man.
Yeah, like put like a
water
flaming
ballista?
chicken,
Yeah.
or just light a cat on fire, send it on a catapult.
Oh.
Yeah,
throw it
yeah,
over there.
catapults at least. I feel like the trebuchet, the swinging action of the flame on the wooden ship, you're just asking for trouble.
I hope we see these other two fucking dragons. Where the hell are they? They're like lost in a pyramid, starving to death. That's what I think.
No, they were
And they
released.
turned around and they're like, "Wait a
Where
minute.
we go?
How do we get out of here?
Yes. Every tunnel's too small
Down
for
here
us.
for 2 weeks.
We should have followed the dwarf.
Oh my God.
I told you we should have asked for directions.
We
Who
wanted
taught
to
us
walk
to
off
speak?
cool into the darkness.
You're always trying to be mysterious, and where has it gotten you?
Dragons were serious enough already.
Yeah, come on.
And stop talking with that lisp.
It doesn't make you sound cool. Anyway,
Where's our mom?
that is just a sad one. I miss Mom.
Yeah. I like Daenerys'
All right,
new
want to talk about the
outfit.
Blackfish?
For some reason it's hot. I don't know what it
Well,
is.
Brienne has gone back to meet the Blackfish, and she had a scene with Jaime. Bronn and Pod are hanging out again, trading.
Brawn pod.
Yeah.
So Bronn sneaks up on Pod,
Yeah.
and then Pod's like, "Hey, I've been training to fight." It's like, is that your training?
Yeah, that's how you
just sneak
fight.
up, you fuck
How's your
up?
cock doing?
Yeah, how's your balls and your dick?
Yeah.
And he grabs
Yeah.
his dick.
Don't
and
you
starts
wanna know how to
rubbing it, and it
sneakily
gets
murder
hard,
people
and,
like me?
I'll slap you.
He starts slapping him, slapping his dick.
And it's
Yeah.
like, you think they're fucking in the tent?
Puts a finger in his ass.
Yeah, smells like pussy.
I love
Smells
Bronn.
it.
And then Brienne and Jaime, there's still that will they or won't they thing going on, I guess. Brienne is just in love with Jaime. And
Really?
Yeah,
You think so? Okay.
absolutely.
Oh.
Everybody is, man.
It's a triangle,
I'm in love
man.
with Jaime.
Brienne is in love with Jaime, and Tormund is in love with Brienne.
Yes.
And-
It's a triangle
Yeah.
of love.
Oh, yeah. Hot, beardy love. And she's like, I have to side with Sansa's family on this, which means I'll have to fight you. And then she's like really sad about it. They always have
Yeah.
like these looks. She just gives these looks like she knows that it will never be. You know what
Well,
I mean?
they saw each other naked. That's what you always have
Yes.
to remember.
That's true. That's true. Maybe she's just horrified.
That was close enough for her.
So then she goes to deliver Sansa's letter to the Blackfish.
So Sansa
like-
sent one main letter and then a secret letter, correct?
Yeah, in the previous episode, we see
She
John's like, no, this is the army the whole time.
Right.
And then he's like, we're not asking for more people. This is it. This is what we fight with. And then she was saying, I can ask, if I go to someone, I know that they'll fight for us or whatever. And he's like, no, fuck that. So then she secretly sends a raven out there, I think. That's
No,
what
fuck that.
But fuck that. Ew. No.
Fuck you guys.
So then she secretly sends a raven out. And then, because before that happened, she'd already asked Brienne to go take the letter to the Blackfish and ask for help. And he's like, nah, fuck that.
Fuck that.
I'm staying here.
Fuck it.
Is where I die.
Fuck
It's
it.
my last stand.
Yeah, so the Blackfish died, which
Yeah.
Lamely.
And we didn't even see it.
Pointlessly.
pretty disappointed by that.
And
That was
apparently
stupid.
it had been.
I understand why you bring
while.
back that actor and not have him be a bigger part of the story.
He's just a grumpy old man.
Or not even show the fucking fight where he dies.
I
Like-
think he just seriously accidentally walked into somebody's sword.
No, we were joking around like he fell on his sword or he tripped on the stairs, and they just felt bad for him. It's like, just say he died fighting. I mean,
Somebody dropped a stick of butter on the step by
a
accident.
banana peel somehow appeared, and it was a Three Stooges act. All right.
Yeah, so that was disappointing. And then they sneak away, Brienne and Pod, down the river for clear as day for everyone to see. And Jaime waves his golden hand at them.
Yeah, Jaime could easily say, "Hey, go get them," but he's like, "No, then go do your thing." Jaime is in. His character's interesting at this point because
He's trying to be honorable.
he's trying to be an
Yeah.
honorable person, but he can't like erase his past and there was that scene with Edmure where he basically says like, you know,
Yeah. Fuck everybody else.
fuck everyone else, yeah, and I'm in love with my sister,
Yeah.
like,
I loved that scene.
yeah,
Like, you
Yeah.
be damn sure.
Because everyone shits on Jaime. Like, the Blackfish was like, oh, yeah, your word, that means nothing. And then even Edmure, who has been a prisoner for years, he says, I don't know how much time has passed.
I don't think it was years, Edmure.
He says
Calm down.
years.
Yeah.
Maybe he
He's
has
just
no
a
sense
crybaby.
of time. Crybaby.
Now hold on, Amazing Larry was right. Let me open up my laptop and look at the
Oh, yeah.
timeline. Red Wedding, 2 years ago.
Oh! And then, and he's like scoffs at Jaime, and then Jaime he's like, hey, you know, this isn't a negotiation. I can talk about whoever the fuck I want, and and then he gives that speech of like, I'm in love with Cersei. I will do anything I have to. I will kill every fucking Tully that ever lived to get back to her. And then he basically like scares the hell out of Edmure into this plan then, where Edmure will play the Lord of the House card. And the stupid guard's like, well,
So
he's the
stupid.
boss. I got to obey, no matter how stupid it is.
He's
Let
my
the
lord,
man-
my lord. My lord, my lord, my lord, my lord, my lord, my
That
lord.
was ridiculous.
I hate that guy. Fuck that guy.
And then Edmure comes in, and the first thing he does is exactly what the Blackfish was talking about.
Yeah.
And he's like, that's it. We're surrendering. Find the Blackfish. Turn him over.
Wait, but me no want to do that. Me, my lord? Okay. My lord?
So stupid.
All right, just to go back real quick to the Tyrion Grey Worm Missandre scene. What I like is they did a callback to that brought a jackass and a honeycomb to a brothel. And you thought you were finally going to hear the punchline.
You're never going to get it.
Yeah, we're never going to get it. I hope they do it again. But
Is that in the books, that joke?
yes, because when he's
That's funny.
when he's in front of Catelyn's sister Lyanna, and he's like admitting his crimes that he's done.
It's Lysa.
Lysa, I'm
Lyanna
sorry.
Stark is who you're thinking of.
Yes, I'm sorry. And he's saying like, you know, he stole some girl's clothes as they were nude bathing, and he whacked the weasel. What is it?
Into the turtle soup.
Yes, and
Yeah.
and then he's like, I brought a jackass and a honeycomb into a brothel, and then the little kid's like,
Yes.
what happens next?
Yes, yes. I
What
remember
happens
that
next?
part.
What's gonna go on with that jackass and that honeycomb?
never know.
Dexter,
Maybe
I'd
that's
like to
the
hear
last.
what you think is
maybe
going
that's
to
the
happen.
last line of the book.
Oh, the book of the
Yes!
whole series?
He's
Yes.
gonna end it with like a jackass and a honeycomb walk into a brothel.
Well, it's
the end.
Well,
Yeah, oh my
it's
God.
spring. What do we do? Well, I got this joke.
What's the last book gonna be called? A Dream of Spring?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Something like that.
Yeah,
right?
it's gonna be called A Dream of Spring because it's gonna be all apocalypse. Everybody's gonna be fucking dead. That's my theory.
Dead and dreaming.
Oh, let me tell you my theories.
Yes, boss.
Fucking go right now.
Why are you holding this back? You should have started off with this.
Well, I got an email to myself to help me remember.
Oh, nice.
You laugh it up, Dexter.
Laugh it up, fuzzball.
Dexteros.
You know what's weird on the cruise? One night they showed The Force Awakens on a.
It's on demand now, I think. It's out.
That's out?
Yeah, it's
Okay,
out.
I found that weird because
I've seen commercials. I think it's out on Blu-ray. I think it's out on demand.
Okay, yeah, it was on the deck, and it's called Movie Under the Stars. So you just sit out there. It's
Nice.
pretty cool. I walked by, but I didn't watch it. I've seen it already.
Yeah.
I
All
saw
right.
it back in 1977 when it was called A New Hope.
Oh,
Right, boss?
Damn.
I got a list of theories here. Here we go. Boss theory time. Are you ready for boss theory time? Here we go.
Here we go.
This is just a very unspecific theory.
Everyone poops.
Nope.
Are
No.
there grapes in Westeros?
This is the theory. Nobody will accomplish their goals.
I think that's very well established.
Okay. Yes. Basically, that's why I think it's gonna carry on
That's a
until the
main
end.
theme, I think.
Okay.
Next, the book and show will both end with a war, huge war. All right.
Going out on a limb.
Everybody will lose. The results will be catastrophic. Nobody will come out thinking, "Oh, great." Everybody's gonna lose.
They won't be
Everybody's
thinking
gonna.
at all,
Everybody's gonna
because
say,
they'll
"Oh
be
man,
dead."
this war really fucked me over, and nothing good came of it." That's what's gonna happen.
Every war in the book and show, nothing good comes of it. It screws everyone over, and the side that wants to win.
Oh,
just-
this little battle with Tully.
That wasn't
It's
a
a
battle.
battle.
Well,
Not,
it's
and
bad.
it wasn't even a battle. It was,
He was
a siege.
waltzing in. It looks like a siege, my lady. Yeah,
You
tactical.
have a keen military mind.
Great line.
right.
But also, on that point,
Uh-huh.
that's why I think the stuff we're talking about with Bran in the cyclical timeline,
Uh-huh.
he's the one who's going to set something straight and just correct this, because this is all leading to something horrifying, and he's the one who's going to correct it. And by the end of the show, none of this has actually happened, and Ned will be
Okay.
like drinking a mimosa on the beach.
All right. And I
It's gonna
told
be
you.
like a Bob.
I'm
New-
Sean
It's
Bean.
gonna be like a Bob Newhart like ending.
Yes.
Where he wakes up from a dream.
Yes. Oh, what was that? Dallas or something? Where the guy wakes up and the guy's in the shower.
Patrick Duffy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Told you my theory.
Step by step.
Told you my theory that the dude.
George
by
Martin.
day.
George Martin's vision is to have that everything was a dream.
Is to get out of the
scenario.
shower.
He wants to make that work.
Yeah.
That's it.
I'll be the first to be able to pull it off.
Yeah. Usually it's a cop out, but I have the goods.
I'm different.
I write this on my toilet
I know what I'm doing.
and I masturbate.
Nobody knows that I already tried it. I was the one who wrote the Dallas ending.
That's true. Okay, boss.
Yeah, so I told you my theory that the doom of Valyria was caused by the Lord of Light. My next theory is that the baby, remember the Craster's baby that was turned into a White Walker?
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't think the touch turned him into a White Walker.
He's got the touch.
I think off screen,
He's got the baby.
off screen, it was sad with dragonglass. That's
But
theory.
he was touched.
He was
I
touched,
said, I know
but
he
he's
was
saying
touched,
like
but I'm saying
off
touch didn't do it.
outside the frame of the shot. Maybe he was inserting like a baby size little dragon.
Then why
glass.
does he put his finger to his cheek and then it turns, starting from there?
To trick you, Dexter.
trick you?
I don't think so.
You've been thoroughly
I don't buy
tricked.
that theory.
Dexteros, you've been tricked.
I've been duped.
I already said this. Jorah will cause a massive plague. Daenerys will get grayscale.
Oh man, that actually would be cool. Imagine
would
like
be
she gets
interesting.
grayscale, but she's sort of immune to it, but her whole body becomes like scales, like a dragon. So she's actually like a lizard person.
She
is the
becomes a dragon.
Yeah, remember EverQuest, the Ixar?
Yes.
Yeah, that's
They,
where it's
they
at.
had, they had
Expand on
really
that.
high.
She's gonna become a
They
reptilian.
had really high swimming
Oh.
skills. Yeah, they're reptile people.
Yeah.
She just turns into
I had
Donald
a
Trump.
Ixar monk. I had a tail whip. It's fucking badass.
Everybody,
you something. My dragons
Dexter,
the best
everybody had an Ixar monk. It wasn't just.
I spent hours running to the top of a ramp and falling to increase my my falling thing. I did that for hours.
Time well spent.
Yes.
I could fall from like the highest tree and not
I didn't
get hurt.
have to because rogues had
And you
safe
didn't
fall.
graduate high school, you say?
All right. Here's another one. When fighting, this is about when Jorah and Dario were at the Dothraki temple area. When they were fighting the Dothraki, Ser Jorah should have passed the grayscale to the man that he fought because he touched him. So that guy should have had the disease, and then his dead body was cleaned up by somebody. The people who cleaned it up, they're probably in Daenerys' new horde, so they're gonna pass the plague to everybody.
Does it pass if you're dead?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Does it have to be from living, like someone living that has it?
I don't think so.
I don't know.
I already.
Like, oh, that reminds me.
I would imagine you would get it from
Dario?
a corpse.
I have one here. It says Arya kills the Waif, gets hunted by Jakar. I was wrong about getting hunted by Jakar, maybe. We'll see.
I don't know what Jakar's doing. That smirk at the end. Again, smirking. But
well, you beat me. Good job.
but who's going to clean the toilets, Arya, if you're gone?
So you
There's
remember...
only one of me here.
Yeah, what the hell? You remember the Dario Naharis, this is the second person to portray that character. So remember the crazy first one? The guy who's really goofy looking? Who left and was replaced? Do you remember that guy?
Yes. No.
So
What are you talking about?
What? You know, Dario Naharis, that guy playing him
Oh,
now.
Chin
is not
guy.
Yeah, Chin guy.
Yeah, guy who looked like Schwarzenegger's
Yeah.
lost son.
I just watched Deadpool over the weekend, which is an awesome movie, by the way.
Is it good?
Yeah, it's really good. It's awesome. It was a lot of fun.
Nice.
He plays the villain.
Really?
Yeah, he's awesome in it.
Who's the villain in Deadpool?
Oh, it's this guy Francis something goes by Ajax, who's like the whole thing is like he's Wade Wilson is going to die of cancer, and then he goes like he's recruited into this project to become like they're trying to make superheroes.
Right.
And then but it's all not what it seems.
Yeah,
all
'cause
nefarious, and then it's just like this weird scientist guy who's just they're basically turning people into superheroes to sell them to be used as like super soldiers. So he plays the villain. He was actually good, and I almost didn't recognize him. He looks completely different than how he looked in Game of Thrones, but you can still tell it was him.
He's got the chin?
No, the chin is not as pronounced.
Really?
Yeah, you can see the teeth are still there. He still has the teeth, but I don't know. Maybe it was like the wig or something that he had going on in Game of Thrones. He was just not right for that role.
How was Colossus in the movie?
Awesome.
He was good.
The movie overall was fantastic.
That's what I heard. Like what people really loved is like Colossus, and they would make because the thing about Deadpool is like he's always making, he's going beyond the fourth wall.
Oh yeah, constantly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I'll give it a watch.
He's aware that he's in a movie.
Yeah.
And like he makes fun of like
because that's in the comic. He's aware he's a comic book hero.
He goes to like the mansion, the X-Men mansion.
Oh really?
Yeah, at one point, and he's like, you only see two of the X-Men ever, these two characters, and then he's like, such a big house, and there's no one else in it, because, and he makes like a joke about how the budget for the movie wasn't big enough to include other X-Men.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, it's funny. It's a good.
Are they going to do another one?
Yeah, I believe so.
Oh, okay. I started watching Daredevil on Netflix. Have you seen that?
I started watching. I've seen the first couple. It's pretty good.
Yeah, I'm about halfway through.
Did you like Jessica Jones? Did we talk about that?
Yeah, but I haven't finished it yet.
Oh wow, really?
Jessica Jones is
that was great.
Very
David
good.
Tennant's fucking awesome.
Yeah, but Daredevil, the thing I like about like you can tell the budget isn't that high.
Yeah.
But it's like really good. It like when I was watching it.
We don't need a high budget when you can barely see anything going on because it's so dark.
No, it's like it reminded me of like something if like me and you were trying to make like a series or something.
Yeah.
It just had that feeling of like okay, this is like a small crew, like a small budget, and they're doing the best they can.
It
they're
does
doing such
have
a really good
our
job.
fight choreography in it.
And I like it too. It's like you forget how brutal it is, and then all of a sudden a fight scene will start, and it's like holy shit! Like
he's breaking a lot of bones.
Yes. It's good, boss. You would like that, Daredevil.
Yeah, it is
Watch
good.
it on Netflix.
It's really good actually.
And Jessica Jones too.
Jessica Jones is fucking awesome. I was like really surprised about how much I like that show.
Well, David Tennant.
He's the best.
But my favorite thing about Jessica Jones is the opening music.
Yeah,
I love that. It's good.
Yeah, it's just a great. Can you imagine having that power? What would Boss? I feel like Boss would be David Tennant in that show.
We talked about this before.
That power.
Like that power does not lend itself to any sort of good.
Right.
It's always going to lead to you basically controlling people.
Yeah.
You're not even going to be. The guy's power is basically, I will say to you, boss.
I think you talked about this like 5 times already.
We talked about it a while ago.
Yes.
I can talk
It was
about it
a long
again.
time ago, yeah.
But basically, if I said, hey, boss, pour that hot coffee in your face, you would just do it. You wouldn't even question.
Yeah, oh my God.
And you would be aware that, like, I don't want to do this. Why am I doing this? But you still do it.
Yeah, internally, you're like, no, no, no. And then, but you don't even question it externally. You just do it. It's terrifying.
Yeah. And the cool thing is, like, then after, there's like a support group of people who have experienced that.
who have been,
Yes.
They're haunted by it.
It's good. It's nice.
Oh my God.
All right.
was
So
the
moving
message.
on.
Anyway.
Meereen invasion. We talked about that. Hound.
Oh, and then
Thoros.
Daenerys just shows up
Yeah.
without a word, walks in. I felt like that was really corny.
It seemed a little
All
corny.
of her scenes have been pretty corny this past couple episodes.
And then the dragon is flying away.
Yeah, bye, dragon.
Yeah. Well, no. Hopefully the next episode opens up with the dragon fucking laying waste to the slaver ships.
That'd be funny if...
I thought
next
that's what I
season's
was
like,
about to see.
Yes. Oh, my queen, I'm so glad you're back. Let's use the dragon and burn the ships. Oh, absolutely. Oh, shit, he's gone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He flew off. He's killing some shepherd's son.
Shepherd's son.
Oh, that was stupid.
All right. So, boss, you had a game you wanted to play.
All right, let's do
Next
it.
vid.
So there's going to be a separate video? Okay. Well,
Look for the boss's game.
Yeah.
we'll put up a separate vid after this. This is going to be a longer episode. Maybe almost 2 hours. But any predictions for
Well, next episode is definitely going to be the Battle of Winterfell, and I think that's all we're getting. I don't think it's going anywhere else. It's all going to be around this
Oh, you think
one.
it's all gonna be the battle?
Absolutely,
Okay.
yeah. It's going to completely surround that. And then, who knows? So we'll have to wait, like, with Arya and with Daenerys and all this shit that's going on in Meereen and everyone else.
I don't think
That's
going to
be the season finale.
I think Arya's gone until next season.
You think so?
Yep.
Wow.
So Hardhome, what episode was that last season? Was
I
that
think that was the 9th.
Okay,
out
so
of
the
10.
next week's episode
Yeah.
is going to be the 9th, so yeah.
It's definitely going to be that because I saw the coming attraction. So,
Or they might do like a Star Wars thing where like all these battles are happening at once and you just cut in
or
between
like Lord of
them.
the Rings, like Helm's Deep's
Yeah,
going
Helm's
on,
Deep
and then
and Isengard.
Also, yeah.
Maybe, yeah, we'll see.
Well,
All right, well, leave your thoughts and
Yeah.
have a great day.
Thanks for listening.
I'm Oxnard.
have a good one.
I'm
I'm
boss.
Dexter.
Oxnard, we always flee.
The house words.
Goodbye.